ज्वाला 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 छोड़े लाया मैं गेम में, डॉलर 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 छोड़े लाया मैं गेम में, अब बड़ा नाम नाम बनाया मैं गेम में, अलियानी चैन तब तो हीरा है चैन में, लिखता था गली में अभी लिखता हूँ प्लेन में, असल जिंदगी है में.
He has like a lot of energy, and that's when I had to go and get the
अलियानी चैन तब तो हीरा है चैन में, लिखता था गली में अभी लिखता हूँ प्लेन में, असल जिंदगी है में.
like if I remove this thing, no, it's not gonna.
अलियानी चैन तब तो हीरा है चैन में, लिखता था गली में अभी.
It sounds good, okay, but I'm not saying it sounds bad, but that kind of like that impact sounds like, you know, adhura sa lagta hai. 10-15% it's not there. So that's my thing for up and coming producers. Like, don't stress so much, just add a slight small riser impacts and all that stuff. वो sound को मतलब उस level पे लेके जाएगा without doing so much, you know. Yeah, this is how the whole song sounds. Yo, what's up? This is Stunnah Beatz and you're watching Mashable Todd-Fodd.
Edit करके तूने image मेरा meme बना दिया, मेहनत करके तेरे भाई ने पूरा dream बना दिया.
So this is how the sample, I chopped it up. This is how it sounds in the intro. In this sample, I could hear like ekdam lightly there was a piano sound, you know. So I knew like in my head कि just sample चलाते रहने से तो like it's not gonna work throughout the track. So I felt like if there's a piano behind that thing which is very subtle, I felt like इस पे कुछ piano add कर सकते हैं. So then I added this piano sample उसके ऊपर on top of that only, and this is how it sounds. Yeah, and I have a cut in the end of the bar just to make sure that it impacts when the whole verse is coming in. उसके ऊपर मैंने और lightly just added a trumpet. I mean, those who have heard this track 4-5 times or उससे भी ज़्यादा, they would know that this sound पीछे में एकदम subtly बजता है. It kind of adds that energy, you know, in the sample. It's like a siren kind of a thing in my head कि like he's going really hard in it, तो पीछे में like it adds the thing. And then there's this one reverse trumpet जो it acts like a riser, you know, acts like it's about to bring an impact in the track. So yeah, that's the sound. Very subtle, but these subtle things, you know. So it was in 2020, like Divine called me for his album. So वहाँ पे क्या हुआ था कि we were working on a few different songs that time, but all of a sudden, like one like very night he texted me, you know, like saying, bro, you know his song Voice of the Streets.
Yes.
So it was one of his first few songs that blew up. Okay. So that was in English rap that time. So he said, bro, like I really love the sample of this song and it's like kind of very close to me. So I want you to again get that sample out of that track and make a new modern, you know, beat. So he wanted a modern version of the song. So he told me, bro, can you work on it? And I was like, sure, bro, I'd love to, redo something, you know, in a different way. And I sat down the very next day and I got the sample and I chopped it up. I went to a friend's place. It was COVID time, so you know, traveling with issues tha yawa. But there I went to my friend's place. He was using Ableton. Ableton is also really good for sampling, you know. So shout out to my friend, his name is Deka. He stays close by to my place only. So we went there and we chopped up the beat. And initially I made an idea, but at that time जब हम लोग ने वो beat भेजा, he didn't like that version. अच्छा, he was like, यहाँ पे chops कुछ ज़्यादा हो गए. Like use the chops in a very simple way. So I again reworked on it, and yeah, from there like I added some more extra elements into the beat, and from there like I sent him the rough idea, and he was like, yeah, you can go ahead with it. Now I like it. So that's how the whole story started. इसी जो भी riser जो reverse trumpet है, उसी को support करने के लिए वही यहाँ पे भी वही डाला था. Yeah. You know, just to add. And yeah, so these are the few things, and then like comes the verses. Or yeah, in terms of melodics, like यही था. और फिर yeah, one more thing. This is where the intro was, but अगर इसको मैं fully play करता ना, तो क्या होता है कि वो verse के साथ clash करता, the Divine के voice के साथ. So I had to just chop it off. और chop करके मैंने सिर्फ इसके जो version है, I used it only at the end of the bar. Okay. Like I said, I always use phrases or something at the start of the bar, या तो middle में या तो end में. I don't use it हर कहीं जगह पे. It doesn't make sense, you know. So मैं वही sample को chop करके, like, you know, and it goes off again. At the end of the track, ये sample जो था वो main था, but these keys have supported a lot. These are the main feel of the track. Bro, once that initial idea was set, the whole beat was made within a day only. So it took 2 hours max for me to make the whole beat. But the beat was like that for a long time. So I came back to Bombay and we were finalizing a lot of tracks. So very fine day, like Vivian told me, like pull up to the studio, and he came over and he told me open that project. ठीक है, तो I opened the project, I played the beat, and instantly he went inside the booth, and वही one take में bro, like he finished the whole track, and I was मैं यहाँ like, and we didn't even like go and like you know ये laptop से output मतलब export करके like you know main engineer के computer में भी देने का time भी नहीं मिला. So जो है यहाँ से उसी पे ही हम लोग record करते हैं जो कुछ भी है. So we told the engineer just connect the mic to my laptop and we're going to go it from here, because क्या होता है ना, sometimes the artist is like in the zone, यहाँ वहाँ ज़्यादा करेंगे, that zone kind of like gets distracted. So I understood like the zone he was in, the like उसका mindset कैसा था. I was like चलो यही पे कर लेते हैं, let's not waste time. That was crazy man, the way he recorded the song. So yeah, after that I started working on the drums, and the drums are very simple man. Like, oh, the story behind the drums is that like उस time पे 2020 में it was this Tyga वाला time था. Tyga ने काफी गाने निकाल के बहुत popular करा था, and they had this one, उसके जो producer था DA got that dope करके. Yeah, dope, yeah. So he had this specific bounce, you know, जो clubs में बहुत चल रहा है, you know, like we go to clubs and we hear this Taste गाना था उसका and all that, like that trending. And I'm a person ki like I follow trends a lot. I like to like honestly at that time I used to sell beats also. So beats बेचने के लिए we have to follow trend, because जो भी hot चल रहा है Billboard top 100 में, people are looking for those kind of beats to buy. So हम लोग वैसे बना रहे थे. I started off with the clap in this song. Very simple. उसके बाद मैंने this high open hats डाला था. This is the open hats on the top. The hi-hats I have 2 different versions in here, but when he starts rapping, this is when this hi-hat plays. Very simple. I mean, like, see, like the simplicity में ही सब कुछ है. With that I had this. These are just supporting snares. वो जो clap था उसको मतलब और impact देने के लिए मैंने just layer किया. And then yeah, this is the kicks. And yeah, the iconic 808s. ये गाने के मतलब very simple 808s. So सिर्फ एंड में थोड़ा वो बोर नहीं होने के लिए लोगों को, it doesn't sound too constant. So एंड में just this A hit. So and this 808 like only the producers know is the Spins 808, जो काफी मतलब hip hop में आजकल यूज होता है. Like it's one of the most popular like 808s. And yeah, I had this riser thing also, just to impact in the drums. You know, it's like a small Foley. Yeah, this is how it sounds without the thing. So this bounce was very famous back in 2020. Like पूरा मतलब वो clubs में वही चल रहा था उस time पे. Yeah. So overall, this is how it sounds all together. This is how the beat was made. I have to give big props to Chaitanya and the whole team who was working, because ऐसा था कि we were unsure at one point कि like ये sample clear नहीं होगा, and it's an album thing, it's not like just a regular release या हुआ. So I was very worried man, like because it was one of my favorite, and even Vivian and everybody likes it. But then Vivian told me like bro, if कुछ होता नहीं है तो क्या करे? I don't know bro, maybe अलग कुछ करना पड़ेगा. Then he told me like you make a second version of it and keep it. So I was like are you sure, like, you know? So yeah, just keep it for a backup. So मैंने बनाया, but at back end में Chaitanya was working on, he was like really like working on trying very hard to clear the whole sample. So but I had to make one backup thing. It was not catching the tune, you know, like the जो feel आ रहा था वो नहीं आ रहा था. So but then last moment, bro, like I don't remember, 1 week before ingestion, yes, before whole thing, we get a text in the group ki Chaitanya comes and says, gives us a green signal ki guys, we have cleared it finally, abhi dalo isko. And I was like, thank God, like